Here are 4 ways INFJs outsmart everyone without even trying. Number 1. They read people instantly. One of the most remarkable traits of INFJs is their ability to read people almost instantly, a skill that gives them an almost superhuman advantage in social and professional situations. This ability isn't just about interpreting facial expressions or body language, it goes much deeper. INFJs can often sense the unspoken emotions, intentions, and even the hidden fears of others with incredible accuracy, making them exceptionally intuitive about people's true feelings and motivations. INFJs possess a strong sense of empathy, which allows them to intuitively pick up on the energy or vibe someone is giving off, even before they've said a word. This enables them to understand others' emotions and thoughts, even if they're being concealed behind words or actions. In many cases, INFJs can perceive the underlying reasons behind someone's behavior, whether it's anxiety, insecurities, desire for control, or hidden agendas. They're able to see beyond the surface, recognizing the true emotional state of others, even if that person is unaware of it themselves. What makes this ability even more powerful is that INFJs aren't just aware of these emotions in the moment, they often have an almost prophetic sense of how someone is likely to act based on their emotional patterns and past behavior. They can often predict with remarkable accuracy how someone will respond to a situation, how they'll react to a statement, or even how they'll feel in the future. This foresight allows INFJs to approach people and situations with a sense of strategic awareness that most people lack. They also have an innate understanding of what makes people tick, what drives their decisions, actions, and motivations. INFJs know that everyone has different fears, desires, and personal narratives that shape their behavior. Because of this, they don't simply interact with people on a superficial level, they engage with them on a deeper emotional level, often uncovering complex layers of a person's psyche that others miss. This gives them the ability to build genuine deep relationships and understand what truly matters to the people around them. Because they can instantly recognize people's vulnerabilities and what makes them vulnerable, INFJs are also able to navigate sensitive topics with incredible care and tact. They know when to tread carefully and when to push, allowing them to communicate effectively without causing unnecessary conflict or emotional harm. In professional settings, INFJs often excel at reading between the lines in conversations and picking up on unspoken tensions or misalignments. This makes them invaluable in group dynamics, negotiations, and leadership roles, where understanding the underlying emotions and motives of others is key to maintaining harmony or leading effectively. Another factor contributing to their ability to read people is their natural curiosity about human nature. INFJs are genuinely interested in understanding others, which motivates them to pay close attention to subtle cues, the way someone speaks, their body language, the tone of their voice, or even their silence. They're always on the lookout for patterns in human behavior, and this constant observation sharpens their ability to read people with uncanny accuracy. Number 2. They use empathy to gain trust and influence. INFJs have a unique and powerful way of using their empathy to gain trust and influence others, often without even trying. Their ability to connect with others on a deeply emotional level is one of the reasons why people are naturally drawn to them. It's not just about understanding what someone is feeling on the surface. INFJs can sense the underlying emotions, fears, and desires that others may not even fully recognize themselves. This emotional attunement allows them to form genuine connections with people, making others feel seen, heard, and valued in a way that's rare and meaningful. When INFJs engage with someone, they do so with undivided attention and sincere interest in the other person's experience. They are masters at making people feel like their emotions matter, offering a safe space for vulnerability and connection. This creates an immediate bond of trust, as people feel comfortable opening up to them about their deepest thoughts and struggles. INFJs don't just listen to respond, they listen to understand, and that kind of empathy fosters an environment of mutual respect and understanding. The ability to recognize unspoken needs is another aspect of their empathetic influence. INFJs often have a keen sense of what others need emotionally, even when those needs are not clearly expressed. They may intuitively know when someone needs encouragement, when to give advice, or when simply to offer a listening ear. This deep understanding allows them to respond in ways that make others feel supported and cared for, without the need for explicit requests. It's almost as if INFJs can anticipate the needs of others, which makes them incredibly influential in personal and professional relationships. INFJs also have a natural gift for calming emotional tension. In times of conflict or anxiety, they have an innate ability to diffuse the situation with their calming presence and compassionate words. This doesn't mean they try to fix everything, but rather that they can create a sense of emotional safety and stability, allowing others to process their feelings and find clarity. Because of their ability to help others feel emotionally secure, INFJs become trusted figures in their circles, often sought after for guidance and support. What's truly remarkable is that INFJs don't need to use manipulative tactics to influence others. They don't rely on power or force. Instead, they lead with integrity and authenticity. Their influence comes from a deep-rooted desire to help others and make the world a better place. People trust them because they can feel that genuine care behind every interaction. INFJs lead not by demanding or commanding, but by offering compassion and understanding. This makes their influence not only effective, but also meaningful and lasting. Number 3, they know when to speak and when to stay silent. INFJs have an uncanny ability to understand the power of silence and know exactly when to speak and when to hold their tongues. This skill is a reflection of their intuitive understanding of people and situations, as well as their deep sense of emotional intelligence. INFJs don't speak just to fill the silence or add their opinion to every conversation. Instead, they are very deliberate with their words, recognizing that what is left unsaid can often carry just as much weight as what is expressed. They possess a remarkable sense of timing and are often able to read the energy of a situation, sensing when speaking will be productive and when it might only add to the tension. Whether it's in a personal conversation or a group discussion, INFJs instinctively understand when someone needs space to process their thoughts or emotions, and when their words might be more of a burden than a help. Because of this, INFJs are often invaluable listeners. People seek them out not just for their advice, but for their ability to create a safe, non-judgmental space for others to speak freely. When INFJs do choose to speak, their words tend to be thoughtful, measured, and profound. They don't rush to give an opinion or offer solutions. Instead, they carefully choose their words to ensure they're adding value to the conversation. They have a natural ability to distill complex ideas into simple, clear, and insightful statements, often making others stop and think long after the conversation has ended. Their words are never frivolous. They carry a sense of purpose and intent that makes others take notice and listen. In moments of conflict or heightened emotions, INFJs understand that sometimes silence speaks louder than words. When tensions run high, they recognize that forcing an immediate response or trying to mediate too quickly can escalate the situation. Instead, they might remain silent, offering a calm and steady presence while others work through their emotions. This ability to stay silent in difficult moments allows INFJs to avoid saying something they might regret and gives others the space to reflect, calm down, and reach a more thoughtful resolution. INFJs' ability to stay silent can also be a tool for self-protection. They are highly aware of the impact their words can have, and they often choose to hold back when they sense that speaking might expose them to unnecessary vulnerability or conflict. This doesn't mean they avoid confrontation or shy away from difficult conversations. It simply means they are incredibly strategic about when to speak up and when silence is the wiser choice. Number 4. They can subtly guide conversations. INFJs have a unique ability to subtly guide conversations without dominating them. Their skill lies not in overt manipulation, but in their deep understanding of human behavior and their natural instinct to lead people to thoughtful insights and meaningful exchanges. INFJs are active listeners, which allows them to pick up on the underlying currents of a conversation. Whether it's the emotions driving it, the unspoken thoughts, or the direction people are unconsciously heading, This insight gives them the ability to steer conversations in a way that feels natural and unforced, without anyone even realizing they're being guided. They know how to ask the right questions at the right moment, often prompting others to reflect on their beliefs, values, or experiences. INFJs don't just ask questions for the sake of gathering information. They ask questions that make people dig deeper and explore new perspectives. Their questions are carefully chosen, often open-ended, encouraging others to think critically and engage with the topic in a way that feels organic. This makes the person feel heard, understood, and respected, while also gently nudging the conversation toward a more meaningful and introspective place. What sets INFJs apart is their ability to lead without being noticed. They don't force their opinions or dominate the conversation. Instead, they allow others to express themselves fully before gently steering the conversation where they believe it should go. INFJs are often seen as natural mediators or facilitators in group settings because they can balance different perspectives while guiding the conversation toward common ground. This subtle form of leadership allows them to influence outcomes and decisions without making others feel pressured or coerced. They also know how to create an environment of openness where others feel comfortable expressing themselves, especially in situations where people might be hesitant to speak up. By asking questions that invite vulnerability or by offering their own insights in a non-threatening way, INFJs can gently encourage others to open up and share their thoughts. Their ability to hold space for others while still guiding the direction of the conversation fosters an atmosphere of trust and mutual respect, making people more likely to take their input seriously. These videos will be really helpful for you.